how did you decide to break new ground by releasing it through books? It's going to be released in the future, animated series, and also live action film, which you're committed to.
Well, I am to a certain extent. When we decided that we would just take this straight to the novel, one of the things that I wanted to do was, we live in artistically now, in movies specifically, maybe even music, and I'm sure books, because this is my first entry into it. We have an editorial process already sitting on our shoulder. Got to speed this up. Got to get this thing going. I'm not sure people will stand still for this. We've got to know exactly where this is going within the first 100 pages, within the first 20 pages. And when we decided to make this a book, a little bit of the temptation could have been to put up the big signpost where the movie will exist. As you read this novel, you'll be really clear where this movie's going. And when we made the jump to the book, the one thing I said is, let's not worry about the movie anymore. There may never ever be a movie. Let's make a great novel. You go the distance. And that was something that I really wanted to give John a bigger yard to operate in, to not edit himself, because I thought that he wouldn't be at his best if he had something constantly whispering in his ear about, you gotta pick it up. And I think at that point, that's when I started to enter into the process. As pages started to go back and forth, we began to shift a bit. I'd like it to be a movie someday, but I don't ever care if it will be. This is probably one of the greatest experiences I ever had in my life. There's room to exploit it in the best possible way, but it really became what I wanted it to be. Not that it is. It became what I wanted it to be, in the sense that, we reached back into another century for these great storytellers. They're all up on our shelf. Last century, the century before that. Who's writing for us? Who's creating these kind of stories now? And that's what I hoped, is that we could create a book that had heft, had girth, that it made a sound when you set it on the dinner table. It made that sound. And that it could somehow take its place up there next to Jules Verne, to Conrad, to Mark Twain. And I really wanted that more than anything, that you could get on your tiptoes and reach up and pull it off and blow the dust off it, pat it the way you do, and say, let's read some of the Explorers Guild tonight. And I think that was achieved. And we don't know how the book will be received, but we didn't edit ourselves. We didn't try to make a movie, try to make a book, and that's what you have in your hands. And hopefully this is a book that will be being read in colleges, will be being read 100 years from now. The temptation for everything is to measure something by how well it does in the quote-unquote marketplace. And I think we all know there's so much evidence to prove that that's not the value of anything. It's something that will be shared years from now and passed down, and an heirloom, if you will. And that's what we wanted. Feels a little poetic, but that's the way I like to swing for the fences.
Well, you have something very, very special this evening.